Hello and welcome to the most shocking episode in the history of D.O.A.F.T. Why? Because the franchise league has existed for 13 years. This is year number 13. 5 of the 12 championships have been won by Ben's champions. But guess what? This year, he's not going to make the playoffs. That's right. No playoffs for Ben's champions. The New York Yankees of this league is unfortunately, like the New York Yankees of real life, no longer relevant.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Ben's champions. I would have to say I had a really good offseason. And honestly, I say that not because I'm, of course, reviewing my own team, but just because I'm not sure people saw where I was going with it. And I think by the time they did see, it's too late. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it now. So what I put together, I think, is a potent lineup. When you look at this lineup, you see Chris Davis, and you see Sano, and you see Chris Bryant, and you see Stan, you see Harper. It sounds like an all-star team. And it sounds like a 27 and under all-star team, not Chris Davis. And they're all on the same team, and they were all traded for by me. And when you say, okay, well, who's on your bench because you must have just sold out? Puig, Odor, who will probably be starting most days, in which case Carpenter's on the bench. Hosmer's a backup. Hanley's a backup. You got guys that can fill in. So offensively, I play well. Now, I will not steal bases. That's just a fact. And I think I'll be good in batting average. I'm going to have to prove that, though, because you can make an argument against some of those guys. I would say home runs and RBIs, there'll be weeks that it'll be over by Thursday. And I say that confidently. And that's how I play baseball, so it doesn't bother me. Pitching. Many people would say, Lucia, what is going on with the pitching staff? Because we know you don't care about pitching. And it's true, I haven't cared. But I will care more this year. I've got some eyes on guys that are free agents, which I really like. But again, let's go back and see what I did. Quintana, great offense with the White Sox could lead to a better win percentage, and the stuff's always been there. Hendrick from the Cubs. I mean, the Cubs could be all-world this year. He's young and good. Thank you. Gifts. Joe Ross from Washington. Status quo. Now, of course, we hope he stays healthy. Wei-Yin Chen with Florida. Status quo. Good lineup. Decent pitcher. Now, look, I'm not winning. I'm not going to win the pitching categories because these guys can throw complete game shutouts, but I don't want them to. I want them to be pulled after 5 or 6 innings. I want them to pitch 6 innings, give up 2 runs, and yank them. Bullpen. I have nothing. I don't have a single guy. You say, Lucia, why not? Because a new strategy this year, which I'm not going to reveal yet. It's going to be revealed soon, maybe. We'll see. It might be closer to the beginning of the year. It's going to be fun. So, playoff team, yes. Top 5, yes. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the best team. And I wouldn't say it even if I didn't know what was going to happen in the future, because let's face it, I don't have a bullpen right now. So on paper, you got to call it what it is. Top 5 is all I'm going to say. Tune in for the future because it's going to be exciting.
Ira's Island.
Ben's champions. And actually, I think the better answer, the better team name for this would be Ben's Bashers, because they are going to hit a ton of home runs. A ton of home runs and a ton of RBIs. You've got Harper, Chris Davis, Sano, Stanton, Bryant. Home runs all around. But the problem is that Chris Bryant and Bogarts are the only 2 players on this team that have double-digit steals. That's it from last season. And I don't think Bryant's going to do that again. So the small ball categories he will struggle in. And I think that is going to be the big step below that's going to hurt this offense. And you've got no singles. You've got so many guys who hit a ton of home runs. But I think, you could see like a Stanton have like 30 singles or something crazy because all they do is hit home runs. And unfortunately, it's not just a home run league. You got to do other things. And I think the small ball categories is where Ben will struggle. So I have this ranked as the number 4 offense because, yes, he will win all the big power categories. But I can see the batting average, the singles, stolen bases, he lose constantly, and that'll be his downfall. The number 4 best offense is Ben's Champions. Marcell Ozuna did hit 24 home runs once, and a lot of people forget that. And if you want to buy into the whole Barry Bonds can fix him and make him into the power hitter that everybody thought he was going to be, then there you go. And, hey, don't forget, they brought the fences in down there in Miami as well. So, yeah, I think Ozuna can really be a sleeper. Pitching, my dear boy. Is there a reason why you do not like this? Still waiting for an answer. I suppose it's rhetorical and I'm not going to get one. The lack of pitching, my boy, that is the reason your team will be absolutely dreadful. What in the world do you want me to talk about here? Number 10, Bench Champions. No pitching. Next. Yo, this team can't pitch like the O's. Translation, this team is very similar to the Baltimore Orioles. It has no pitching. Bust. Again, as a Cubs fan, I don't get the love for this guy. He will always be a very good fantasy player, okay? Not saying that he won't be, but Chris Bryant is not the 14th best fantasy player, and that is what his preseason rank is. There's a hole in his swing, and he's going to be like a career 260 hitter. And I know that probably those stolen bases, because he had 13 of them last year, was another thing to add on to all those power stats that makes him that high of a ranking. I don't think that those 13 stolen bases are going to be the norm. I don't buy that either. So, yeah, I would say this guy is more of a 30 to 50 rank player, not the 14th best player, so I'm calling that bust. I've got a trivia question for you. Who has the worst bullpen of anybody? Yes, that is correct. You all got it right. Ben's Champions. There's nobody there. You guys are so stupid. Okay, now it's time for Ben's Champions. Ben's Champions. Get up. You know what you gotta do. Go get them. Go get all 3 of them. All 3. Put them in. Yes. My trusted assistant Miles doing what he's supposed to do. Get it out. Oh, look. It's a battery. Because this team has a lot of power. That's all it has is power, but it's got a battery, it's got the power. So come here. We gotta say bye. Say bye. All right, here's the recipe for disaster for Ben's Champions. The small ball categories he's going to struggle in. Batting average and on base percentage are not givens. He's not going to steal a lot of bases the way it's currently constructed. And you have no bullpen, so you're punting those categories. Now, I'm sure that he has some sort of master plan of streaming something, most likely holds, through the season, but that's not a given. You can't look at the pitching matchups all the time and say, hey, I think this guy's going to get a hold tomorrow. It doesn't work out that way. And the starting pitching obviously needs to be addressed as well. And I know that dude thinks he's smarter than the room, and he thinks he's going to be able to just pick up and drop whoever he wants to fix it throughout the season. But the issue is that with offense being down and everybody, well, just about everybody, having like 3 or 4 really, really good, stud, amazing pitchers on their team, you can't just win with free agent pitching. It's just not going to work. So you mix it all together, kind of like Dr. Fantasy did earlier, and you get a non-playoff team. Sorry, but no playoffs for Ben's champions in this year. So, what do we have left? We have the playoff teams. The great big shebang. The people that are so great. It's going to be fantastic. 6 morning.